Hey guys, how you doing? This is EJ Uno coming back again, guys, with another great video. The air is great. Fall season is here. I just woke up feeling really refreshed today, feeling really good. All that hot sun and just mugginess has calmed down, and I'm so happy. And I know I'm going to be regretting this when it starts getting real cold outside, but hey, I'm enjoying it right now. So that's how it is going to be. But anyway, guys, we didn't come here to talk about the weather. We came here to talk about, if you didn't see the thumbnail, the Motorola Edge 2022. Now, Motorola is pushing out phones like anybody else is pushing out phones. The only issue that I have with Motorola is they push out good phones, and then you read about the specs, and you'd be like, that's good, that's good, that's good. And then all of a sudden, they have something that just is like, why would you not even throw that into the phone because you're charging this much money? You know what I'm saying? Other phones in that same price range has what this phone has. So this is what I wanted to talk about with this phone. And so we're gonna get right into it. But before we do, guys, we already know, let's hit that notification bell so we can hear these new videos that I got coming out. And let's you know what I'm saying, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell button. So let's get right into it. So like I said, the Motorola Edge 2022. First of all, like I want to say, and I want to keep saying this for every Motorola news or phone that I talk about that's Motorola, you have to change these names. Seriously. Like, I mean, I'm so tired of hearing the Motorola Edge, the Motorola Edge Plus, and then they add on the year 2022 and all this stuff, because even when you call Motorola, they don't even know what phone you're talking about. That's how similar these phones go together with the words. So anyway, please, please change these names around. Please. I mean, just call it the Edge, or call it Moto, anything that has nothing to do with the Motorola Edge. I'm so tired of hearing those things together. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, they got the Motorola Edge coming out. It is coming out in some minor gray or whatever, minor gray color, and it seems like that's going to be the only color that is coming out. It's looking like really like the rest of the Motorola phones that have came out. The camera module looks a little bit different because of the top one. It has a little bit more, I guess you want to say, more bump to it or something like that. And the screen looks beautiful, but you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing it. I'm looking on the Motorola site. So, looks can be deceiving until you have it in your hand. And I have witnessed that, and I have had a phone that I was like, man, it didn't look like that in the on the website. So anyway, it is only going to come with one type of memory, and it's going to come with 256 gigabyte of storage. It's going to be unlocked. Now, it's going to be unlocked to a specific carriers. Do you guys remember the days when you used to get a Motorola phone unlocked and it used to work for anybody? Sprint, Boost Mobile, Virgin Mobile. You guys remember Virgin Mobile? Virgin Mobile, AT&T, Metro, all that stuff. Motorola, I guess for some reason, has minimized their carrier quality, that carrier, who they are going to be, because when you scroll down to the bottom, it gives you specific details on carriers. It used to be just for anybody almost, that that you can stick a SIM card in there. Now, you can't do that on all the Motorola phones now, or the newest ones coming out. So getting into this phone, it says eye catching from edge to edge. And really, I think my thing is, even my stepdad, he thought they call it the Edge because they treated it like the old Edges, like the Edge phone from 2020 and 2021. But I really don't know why they call it the Edge when for the phone, because to tell you the truth, the phone doesn't wrap around. It's still bezelness from top to bottom, side to side. So I don't know why they call it the Edge anymore. I don't understand why they do that. You will get it says an ultra smooth 144 refresh rate. You will get a 6.6 OLED HDR10 plus screen. That's pretty cool. It will have an on display fingerprint sensor. And let me see. You will get a 50 megapixel main camera. Let me see. Let me see if I can go here. I'm trying to get the rest of the pixels, so it didn't say the rest of that anyway. So anyway, we're gonna get to that. You will have other types of things that work in the camera module as you'll get dual capture, which is it works the front and back camera at the same time. You will get super slow motion, video spot color, insane night vision, set the mood, and go ultra wide. So that's pretty cool. It will have wireless charging, but will not have IP68. Now, one thing I'm about to say, which I think is a bad idea to get this phone, and I might be wrong, but I had a subscriber who was telling me that MediaTek, they have heard that it was bad, and that's what I said actually before I was going to introduce it. The phone will come with a MediaTek 1050. I don't care what type of MediaTek chip that you put inside the phone. I have witnessed problems with MediaTek chips inside phones. For instance, the famous TCL stylus that's only sold by T-Mobile and Metro PCS. I have saw flaws in that phone. I have saw flaws in the Samsung S21 FE that had a MediaTek. The Motorola phones that have MediaTek. For some reason, that I really wouldn't trust any phone that has a MediaTek processor because it's gonna screw it up. It really is. I just want to put that out there. I might be wrong about this MediaTek. I haven't saw this one before. Was it the 1050? Haven't tested this one out. I might be wrong. They might have fixed the problem, but the rest of the MediaTeks, yeah, it really has made a phone function terribly. You will get 8 gigabytes of RAM, which I think is not good at all. I think they should have put at least a 256 gigabyte, and it's the only one storage. I would have put at least. I mean, why not be odd? Why not just put like an 8 or 9 or even a 10 gigabytes of RAM? You know what I'm saying? If you didn't want to go up to 12 because you feel like that was just going to give it too much of a premium feel. I mean, at least give it like a 10 gigabyte of RAM. You know what I'm saying? It will have full audio stereo speakers on here, which is pretty cool. It will come with Android 12. Now, like I said, it will have a in-display fingerprint sensor, which I think is nice because just like I said about the other Motorola Edge Plus or whatever, it had a side fingerprint sensor, but I had an OLED screen like this. And one thing I wanted to say is one thing I read on GS Marina is that it said it had always on display. If you guys look on things and it says for a Motorola phone, it has always on display. It does not have always on display. It has something called like peak, I forgot, peak to wake or something like that screen, which is it uses a whole different processor. It doesn't stay on like an always on display. Is basically it comes on as notifications come in. Something that you can find on a lot of phones like I said, the TCL and those type of things. It will have a 5,000 milliamp battery. Let me see. The resolution will be 1080 by 2400. It will have a 91 to 32% screen to body ratio. That's pretty. I gotta say that's pretty close to having like all screen. Versus like the Motorola Edge 2020 had a 95 something percent to body ratio, and that was like all screen really. It will have IP52, which really ain't crap. It's really like if you spill some water, but it has to be a little bit light water, and it won't hurt it. But anything else is going to kill it. And you might want to put that on rice. To the let's say about the camera, it will have a 50 megapixel main camera. It will have a 13 megapixel ultra wide camera. Let me see. I'm trying to see the other ones. I can't see the rest of the other ones. But it will have like a micro and depth sensor. Don't know what the actual pixels it is. And let me see. Let me see that the rear camera. It doesn't. Okay, the front camera will have a 32 megapixel camera on it. Okay. Like I said, it will have 2 stereo speakers on it. Now, getting into what I wanted to talk about is the support of different carriers. Now, this phone will be able to work on AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, will not work on Boost, will not work on US Cellular, will not work on Google Fi, will not work on Republic Wireless, but it will work on AT&T with Cricket Wireless, the Metro PCS again. Oh, that was T-Mobile I said before, and it will not work on something called Ting or Phoenix Wireless, and it will not work on Spectrum. It's just a lot of companies I want to say that it's really not going to work on that I see. So anyway, guys, just really wanted to go over this Motorola Edge 2022. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired of hearing that. I can't stop saying it. I'm so tired of hearing saying it. But anyway, I wanted to talk about this. Talk about give my talk about it. This phone, I really, for the reasons why I always say like, is this phone good to get? Would you get it? Because before I can get it in my hand, I already know, I'm going to be digging the phone. First of all, no, I went. The phone is priced at $500. Best Buy, you can catch that on. They already slashed the price from like I think $599 to $499. The reason why I won't get it is because I'm very suspicious about the MediaTek chip that it has in there. I will not get it because of let me see, the MediaTek. I gotta say, and let me see what else. What else was the reason? I forgot the other reason why I wouldn't get it. Oh, just because it's not going to work on a lot of different carriers that I wouldn't get it because I'm so used to Motorola having being open, and I understand a lot of unlocked phones are for specific carriers, but I just wouldn't get it for that. Oh, and my main thing is um for most of these Motorola phones, and I did it on some of the phones on why I wouldn't get the phones is the reason why I would not get this phone and other Motorola phones is because I would have witnessed a lot of signal problems. So you can definitely comment below if I'm wrong. If you have witnessed this, then definitely drop a comment below. But this ain't the first Motorola phones I have had that have had network problems. I have had a lot in the past that had network problems, but I thought they fixed the problem. But I like I said, I had the Motorola Edge 2021. I had a Motorola Edge Plus 2021 or 22 or something, whatever. The one that's like that the high end one. I had terrible service with it. Like I mean, I would lose signal with like, oh my gosh, like all the time. Like, I'd be making a phone call to open up my gate to get inside my apartment building, and I would just lose signal like it wasn't anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just with somebody calling me, I would lose signal. If I had like a phone call coming in and I was looking at something on the internet, it's like the phone would like crash and it would just knock out my signal. I would have to restart the phone. I think Motorola really needs to test out their phones, like for real, for real. Now I gotta say the flip, I don't ever remember having any issues with. You know what I'm saying? But the Motorola Flip. But all these other, board phones, if people still remember what that is, like board phones, just like a candy board, I have witnessed that problem with. But anyway, guys, I'm about to end this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell button, and I'll be back with more.